Yesterday, sorry, till Friday class, do anyone have any issue? Everyone is able to do what is they supposed to do, like all basic things. What is a set? What is a map? What is a list? Everyone is able to do to create a program also for it. Everyone tried this programs at home.
Yes, Nikhil.
Okay, so any issue? Monish, Pari, Sudesh?
No.
No? What about you, Sonali? Sonali, I'm not sure whether you did it. Are you able to hear me, Sonali? Okay, guys. I think she is not able to speak, or I don't know. Okay, so I hope you have all done the exercise till here. So let's start the next today. Next things is in the Apex programming comes the keywords. Okay, so there are many keywords in Apex which have already defined their meaning. Okay, so already defined their meaning means like for example, we have written a class keyword we have written, and after that we have given a name. So that name which you are giving after a class, it will be considered as a class name for your program. Okay. Similarly, if you are writing something final, okay, this keyword is a final, and if you are writing something next to it, okay, this will be considered as a constant value. It will not change. Okay, during your program. So like whenever we do programming in a for loop or something, we put I, J, K, and we increment their values. So it during the program, value of I, value of J, value of K is going to be changed. But here, if you are giving something as a final, then that integer or any string that will be remain constant. It will the value of that particular variable or method will not change during the program. It cannot be overridden. Hmm? The keyword is used to define constant and methods that cannot be overridden. We cannot change it. Clear to everyone what is the final keyword? Next keyword is super. Okay. So this keyword invokes a constructor on a super class. Okay, so now question comes is what is a constructor? What is a super class? Okay, and when we use this super. Okay, so let's try understanding things one by one. Super class. Super, I told you that day the oops concept. Hmm? I told you that day oops concept, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. So when we are talking about the abstraction, so in the abstraction, we extend our first class. So this is my second class or another child class, and this is my inner class or parent class, okay, which I have written already. And now I am extending this class in this class. So whenever we use this keyword extends, there I can call my previous class as well. Okay, so like consider there are two classes. One class is here, second class is a down. I can call in the second class, I can call the method of the first class with the keyword super. Okay, so in the abstraction, you need two classes, class A and then, okay, let me show you example also. Somebody is in the lobby. Please add me in the call. But there is nothing such thing in the lobby in the Zoom, I think. Zoom, everyone can connect. How to check the lobby here, huh? But how it is in he is in your lobby? There is already one code is there, right? Passcode. Where to check him?
In participants.
I'm already in. I am there in participants only. I'm not seeing it. Can you see my screen?
Yeah,
I'm not seeing.
and tell him to log in again. That's it.
Will join. What is this? Meeting when someone let you in.
It is Google link, I think.
Hey, Bhagwan. What these people are very, very sleeping. Okay, you will join. Yeah. Okay. So where we were? Mm, yeah. You're checking for the hands-on. Is he joined? Okay, I think 2-3 people more joined. So are you able to join? Who was not able to join?
Yes, Nikhil.
Okay, very good. So this training is happening since last 4-5 days on this Zoom only. Why you were checking on the Google Meet?
Actually, I have issues with my laptop, so I was trying to log in my mobile, so that's why.
Hmm. Okay. So please try to join. So I hope you seen you first time you're joining, right?
No. I have joined it earlier also.
Okay. Okay, so you're doing all the exercises also?
Yes.
All right, very good.
I have done that list set map and previous
All
visit
right,
for.
very good, very good. Okay, so I have opened my this class. Okay, so in this class, let's say this is one class, which is my super class, sorry, which is my parent class or super class, and I am trying to create any subclass for this or child class for this, then I can extend it. Okay, so let me try to write just for example how I will write it. Okay, so let's say this is my opportunity list controller class. Okay, so I will write class public class B. Okay, extend and this class name. Extend this class name. Okay, now I can I can call this class method. Okay, I can create or I can call this class method. Also, I can write super class method. Okay, super class method. So whenever I'll call this super, it will call this class, this method, fetch opportunity. Okay, so this is basically purpose of the super class. You can connect, but because we are extending this class B, or our inner class, we are extending, right? We are extending this class. This this is supposed to be our abstract class. Okay, and we are extending this class means we are using this class here also. So how we will use it? We should be call this class, the upper class, the parent class method here. So how we use it? We use it through super keyword. Okay. Okay, so this is the purpose of the super class. You have any inner class already written, then you are writing a new class B or another child class. You are calling some another class child method, and then you can call super class. Okay, super class means the list controller which I have created, that class also. In this case, inner class method also. This is your another class. Clear to everyone? So you are trying to jump from here to another class. Simple. Okay. Now the keyword return. Return purpose of the return is something we are giving in the return. Okay. So what is a return? See, whenever you write any function, okay, we have written this addition function, right? We written this addition function, correct? In the addition function, what we did is, okay, I'll show you. Okay, so this, if you remember, this function we have written, the class we have created, and then we create its object, and we call the class. So this was the class which we have created. Inside it, we have taken two values. We have added two values and put into third value num3. Num2, num3 was the input, and num3 was the supposed to be output here, right? So that's why we were returning that num3. If we are returning that num3, it means we can use the return keyword so that my added value num3 will be going to be returned from this method. output. Yeah. Now you got it. What is the purpose of the return? Whenever I am adding two values, j and k, I can return my third variable to the program output. So I can do return I. Clear to everyone? What is the purpose of return?
Yes.
Hmm.
One question, Nikhil,
Mhm,
regarding super.
mhm,
Super will invoke constructor of a superclass, right?
hmm.
Like the class which you wrote in that
Yeah,
class, it
it,
will call predefined constructor, right?
right. Yeah. So constructor is nothing but a kind of form of the method only. Okay, but the only difference in between a method, simple method and constructor is same name as the class name. So whatever is going to be my class name, constructor will be same. So like in this case, this method, another class, another child class, and the another child class. This is the constructor for this class. Okay, I'm not going in that much uh, deep. Otherwise, you will be get confused with lot of words. Okay, so just consider here because I told you in the previous class about the class, object, and the method and variables. Right, four things I told you. So that's why I am taking that route only. Okay. So constructor, okay, let me tell you constructor also. Constructor is nothing but same name as a class name, and whenever the class loads, okay, whenever you're calling any class or creating any object for it, whenever that class loading in the memory, this constructor is automatically getting called. Okay. For the method any, you need to call it separately, explicitly you need to call it, but this constructor will be automatically called. Okay, now it is clear. So yeah, super is calling the constructor of a superclass or inner class.
Yeah, it's clear. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Next is null. Null is null is a keyword which is being used when we are assigning any any variable value to a constant value null. Okay, so basically we are not assigning any value to it. Okay, so let's say the Boolean value we saw, the Boolean value can have either true or false, right? But for this Boolean B, we are not assigning any value. We are giving a null value here. So it will not be true, it will not be false, it will be just null for it. Okay, so the keyword defines a null constant value that can be assigned to any variable. Okay, this keyword is basically keyword represents the current instance of a class in constructor chaining. Okay, so whenever we are putting some constructor chaining, then this keyword will tell you the current instance of the class or current object of a class. Okay, so basically there can be multiple instance of a class can be created, but this keyword will tell you current instance of a class. Clear? Okay. With sharing and without sharing. These are also two important point. Okay. So this with sharing, basically it enforces sharing rule of a current user. Okay, you have must have studied about the sharing rules in your admin training. Okay, so now basically whenever you are using this in the class line, public with sharing class this, public without sharing class this, like this it will come here. Okay, like here it is coming public with sharing class name, public without sharing class name. So this with sharing or without sharing tells, are you taking the sharing rule, are you enforcing the sharing rule of a current user? So current user, let's say I am logged in with the system administrator profile, Nikhil Gupta user. So whatever sharing rules against my user, Nikhil Gupta user, is being accounted, that will be enforced in the declaring this class. Okay, and this is without sharing. It means it will not enforce. Okay, the sharing rule of the current user will not enforced while declaring this class. Okay, it will be work in the system mode. Clear to everyone? So you must be knowing that each user have their own sharing rules, whatever we have defined. And this sharing rule will be enforced by when during declaring that class, if you are writing with sharing or without sharing. Clear to everyone? What is the purpose of without sharing and with sharing? Okay, now we are going to write some conditional statements. So what is condition? Okay, so in general layman term, if I talk about condition is something if else. If you will do this, I will do this. Else if you do this, I will do this. Okay. So basically we are putting some condition so that we can write some code if that particular condition is matching, then only you are going to write your code. Okay, so in this, if you see, just give me 1 minute. Yes, guys. So the conditional statement is just a simple conditions. Okay. So how we put this condition with the if else keyword. Hmm? Like if customer is equal to Glenn Marcon, then we will give the discount as a 1%, yeah, 0.1%. Hmm? If the condition name is something different, then we will put some different discount. If the otherwise, normally we will give only 0.05% discount. So let's try to create a program for this if else condition. Okay, so string customer name is equal to Glenn Marcon. This is my premium customer. I have put it the decimal discount rate as a 0 by default. I am just declaring few values. So this is all I am declaring. And for the Boolean parameter, I have taken premium support. So Boolean is my Boolean. Either it will be true or it will be false. Okay. So let's say I have taken the premium support should be enabled or not for him false initially. Okay, so discount is initially and premium support also false initially. Now when I'm going inside my program, I am writing if my customer equals to Glenn Marcon, then I will give the discount. Okay, I'm just taking this little away so that it will be clear for you. Then I'm giving the discount rate as a 0.1. When condition is met, only this block will be executed. Okay, so if the condition is met like this equal to this, then only this discount will be applicable. Otherwise, the discount will be 0, right? Because initially what we have initialized this discount rate as a 0. Okay, and also because this is our premium customer, we have already mentioned this is my premium customer. So premium support I need to enable for him. So how we are enabling? Premium support equal to true. We are making that value as a true. And then we are just simply putting some logger file system.debug special discount given to customer given to this customer because the customer is a premium. Anyone wants to ask anything? I think someone is unmuted himself.
Sorry, it was by mistake.
Okay. So this is clear to you. This if condition, how we are putting the if condition. So if in bracket, we need to give that variable name and just with the double equal to, we are matching that value with any string value. Okay. Now, let's say this customer is not matching, then we are taking for the next customer. How we can take it? Else if we will use two keyword else if. Okay, if this is not matching, then it should match. If else if in bracket again customer name equal to Joy. Okay, now if it is matching with the Joy, then I will give the discount for 0.5. Okay, so maybe Joy is also my more premium customer. That's why I'm giving more discount to him. Or maybe some different condition is occurring. So I'm giving some different discount to him. And then premium support I am not giving because I am giving more discount. So maybe I am not giving premium support to him. I don't know. When the condition met, the block will execute only. Okay, system.debug special discount not given to. I think this is is given to because in this also special discount is 0.5. It's more than that, right? So special discount is given to as the customer is premium again. Okay, here the discount is not given premium, but we can mention like but premium support premium support not given. It's not given. It means maybe that customer, the Joy customer, didn't ask for premium support. This can be a condition. Okay. The third one is if the customer name is not this one and not even this one, then it will go to this case. Okay, so let's say the customer name is Nikhil and we are trying to execute the exam. Then first it will check this condition. It is false. Then it directly come to this line. It will check this line. Then it will also fail, and then it will directly come to this line. And inside this is both are false. Then automatically else condition will be true, and then it will go inside this. Discount rate equal to 0.05. Premium support false. Special discount not given to customer. This customer, as this customer is not premium. Clear to everyone? How we are using our conditional statements? We are putting some condition. This condition can be checked in the integer also. Okay, in the integer also, in any kind of condition we can check. Clear to everyone? Or any doubt?
It's clear to me.
Okay. In the same way, you can put some switch case statement also. So Apex provides a switch statement that tests whether an expression matches one of the several values and branches accordingly. So switch case statement also there. Switch in while you have put it your if condition, in the same way you will put your switch case. Switch some condition you will put. If it is matching this condition, it will go inside. Otherwise it will check for the next. Okay, but you should be knowing this one because this is more frequently used. Switch case is very rarely used, so just focus on this one. Okay, I'm just telling you, if somebody is asking you interview, can you check the any condition other than if else? You should be saying yes, we can do it through switch case. It is also simple. Similar in the switch, while we are writing switch, we need to give the condition. In the case, you need to write all the particular case or all this statement which we are going to write inside. Okay. Is it clear to everyone? I'm moving to the loop now. Okay. Or any doubt, anyone? Okay. So in Apex loop, okay, in the Apex, what is a loop? Okay, I give you, I think, an example, or I'm not sure. Whenever you are going for any vacation, okay, while going to the vacation, you are in your car and you are putting some music on in your car, and let's say you like some song, okay, and you are putting that into a repeat mode. So one after one, the same song is getting played. So that is called a loop. You have put your song on a loop track. It means like your song will be start once it is stopping for the first time. So it will start again automatically, right? So in the loop also, you are putting few condition. Okay, condition means how many times this loop is going to be execute. You are initializing something. For example, check here. In the for loop, you are putting something as initializing any value. Then you are checking in condition. Okay, and then you are incrementing. If it is if it is matching that condition, you are going inside and execute the statement, and then you are incrementing the value. So there are three type of loop. One is do, one is while, one is for loop. So let's try to understand what is the difference between all three loops. Okay. So first is do while loop. Okay. So in the do, we give some statement, and in while we write some condition. Hmm? So like, so in the, okay, let me show you while by the example. Okay, so in the do loop, you in the do section, you are writing some statements. Okay, it means which you want it to be execute. So let's say you're taking this integer count equal to 1, and you are wanted to print it. Okay, this count. Okay, so let's say this is 1, count equal to 1 currently. So system dot debug count will print 1 for you. Hmm? And then it will increment the value. Count plus plus means count equal to count plus 1. It means 1 plus 1 equal to 2. It will be assignment from to right to left. Okay, so for example, let me give you this example also. Let me take the code first. I'll show you in detail what is happening here. Okay, so integer count equal to 1. This is, we are just declaring the value. If I write here, declaring the variable count. Okay, now in the do loop, inside the do, first the purpose of this do while loop is, first we are doing the things, and then we are checking. So in here we are doing something. What we are doing? We are printing this count value. So we have print 1 here. Okay, 1 we have printed here. Now what will happen? We have written count plus plus. It means count equals to count plus 1. Okay, what does it mean? Okay, it means like you, and the assignment will be right to left. From right to left. What does it mean, right to left? It means whatever we are writing in the right side of the equal to statement, or equal to operator, this will execute first, and then it will assign the value from right to left. Okay, it means what is written in my right. So right में क्या लिखा है? Right में what is written in the right? Count plus 1. So count की, what is the value of count? So count plus 1 is written here, and count plus 1 equal to 1. Count, what is the value of count? 1, right? We have taken the count initializing from 1. So it will write 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2, right? So now it is like 2 is written in the right, and count equal to 2. We are assigning from right to left. We are assigning from right. This is right of the equal, and we are assigning to left. Clear to everyone what we are doing? So 2 will assign from right to left. So it will go to count value. Clear to everyone how we are doing it? Let me explain one more time. Count plus plus equal, it means count equal to count plus 1. And the assignment, we know it always happens from right to left in any programming language. So whatever we have written in the right of the equal to, it will execute that first. It will put the value. It is not putting the value here of count 1. So always put the value here. 1 plus 1 equal to 2. 2 it is putting in the count. Okay. So now I am checking is count is less than 1. Okay. Or let me change the condition is equal to less than 5. Okay. I'm checking now while count is less than 5. So it is basically checking this condition in the loop, checking the condition. Count is less than 5. Yes. Okay. So count less than count value. What is the count value? 2. Is 2 less than 5? I will say yes. If yes, then it will again perform the do operation. Okay. It will again print 2 here. It will again 2 plus 1, 3. It will take 3 here. It will again check 3 is less than 5. Yes. Then again it will go and perform the do operation. It will become 4. 4 is less than 5. Yes. Again it will go. It will increment 5. 5 is less than 5. No. Now it will come. No. When it is coming no. When it is saying 5 is less than 5. No. When it is saying whenever it will say no, it will leave that. It will not do part again now, because the condition is not fulfilling. It's not true. It is saying no. Then it will come out and print loop is over. So basically from 1 to 4 it will print and then it will say loop over. Okay, so let's execute it and check. So in the debug 1, 2, 3, 4 and then it say loop is over. So now I understood everyone. Understood everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so let me just give it to you in this way, not the only, so that you can even check at the home also this one. Where is this one? Yeah. Okay, so first I'll give you another example which we just discussed. This one. Okay. Okay, so this was the code for conditional statement. And now we are going for the loop one by one. So my do while loop. This is the first kind of loop. Do while. Okay, second is while loop. Okay, so in the do while loop, as its name is saying, do means first do it and then while means check. But only while means check first and then do. If the condition is matching, then only you need to do. So let's say if we are starting with the integer count 1, in the same way, we are first checking our value. Is count less than 11? Is condition checking. Is saying yes, 1 is less than 11. Then it is printing whatever we wanted to do. It is printing 1. Then it is doing count plus plus, means it is making that 1 to 2. It is incrementing one value. Count plus plus means 2, and then it is again bracket close means again it will go to the while line. It will check 2 is less than 11. Yes. it means it will go inside. Again, it will print till the 10. Whenever it will come, 9 plus 1 equal to 10, it will say 10 less than 11, yes. Then again it will go inside. It will again check, it will print 10, it will do count plus plus 11. 11 it will check, 11 less than equal to 11, no. Then it will come out and it will print loop is over. Okay, so basically it will print from 1 to 10 and then loop over. Clear to everyone?
Yes, it's clear.
So, okay, so let me execute this code else also. Okay, and execute this. 1 second. Yeah, if you see here, we have changed this D to debug, and we are checking it is printing from 1 to 10, and then it is saying loop is over. Okay, so this is our while loop. Now the next loop which is going to be mainly used, which is our for loop. Okay, so this do while loop or while loop is very now is very rarely used. Mostly we use our for loop. Okay, so let's check the for loop. So in for loop, if you will see, let's try to understand. So there was some traditional way to write a for loop. Initially, we were writing like this. For in bracket, we were giving three things. We are putting something. Okay, let me show you like this. What we were doing in for loop, for in the bracket, we were putting three things. Okay, and the difference was like this. Difference means how we are segregating these three things with this semicolon. Okay, so here I am initializing any variable like integer I equals to 0. Then I am checking in the next statements is my conditional expression. Is I less than 10? And then I'm writing I plus plus. Okay, so these are the three things which is going to be written one after one in one line only. So what we were doing in different lines, now we are initializing. Okay, so earlier control Z. Control Z. Earlier what was happening? We were initializing in the first line. Then we were incrementing in the second line, and then we were checking in the third line. Now everything is doing in the same line, like initializing, checking, and incrementing. Okay, and now inside that we will just write what we want to do. Let's say system dot debug and I. Okay, so let's say I'm writing like this, and let me execute it. Okay, so now it is writing from 0 to 9. Clear to everyone? Why it is writing 0 to 9? Because I have initialized the value of I from 0, and I am printing from 0, and then I am incrementing, and I am checking in the second condition. I is my 1 is less than 10. 1 is less than 10. Yes, then I am printing it again, and I again incrementing, printing, incrementing, check, print, increment, check, print, increment, check, print. That is happening. Okay, so it is in the last when it is coming to 9, it is printing 9. After that, it is checking 9 is less than, sorry, it is incrementing the value and it is checking 10 is less than 10. No, it means it is coming out and it is not printing anything after 9. Clear to everyone? Or any doubt for this traditional for loop. Okay, so this was our traditional. Why I'm calling traditional? Because in Java and all, we were using this loop. Okay, so what we were doing here, initializing any variable, checking the condition, and then incrementing. Okay, now the list and set iteration for loop. So this is another way to create your loop. List and set iteration for loop. For now, how will write this? For variable and list or set of variable, we will colon and list or set of value here. Okay, so we will create one variable here for integer I, and after the colon, I am putting some list or set. So my list, I have taken my list here. Okay, or my integers. So let's say my integers were having, okay, let me put it in a better way so that the variable and all more clear to you. My integers. So I have created one list of my integer variable. This is just a name. And there I have taken all the variable. All the variable means I have taken from 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These all integers taken in a list or in an array, and that array I am taking here. So list, you consider this as a list only. So this list I am taking here. I am in the for loop. I am taking one by one value. Like first 1 will come, then 2 will come, then 3 will come. So in this way, it will repeat this processing, and it will print all. Okay, and it will print all of the i's. I's is I'm taking from this list one by one. First 1 is coming, then 2 is coming, then 3 is coming, up to 10 it will come. So it will print 1 to 10. Clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. The next is SOQL loop statement. SOQL loop. Okay, in the SOQL loop, what we are doing here, this is also very simple. So now we are putting the SOQL query here. Okay, it's not one program, it is two program actually. We can write it in a two-way. So that's why don't think it's very big. It's very small only. So I have taken two programs here. That's why. So let me take this one here. Okay. Now let's check this. Okay. So it is, I'm writing one query. What will come in this query? From the contact object, the ID, first name, last name, phone number, and email will come. So let's try to execute this query into my query editor. Control V and execute it. Okay, so let's see what it is giving. It is giving me ID, first name, last name, phone, and email for my contact object. Just taking the data from the contact and putting it here. Okay, so that data I'm storing into one of my list type of variable. So this I have already explained you. What is my list? So in this list type of variable, I'm taking all the list from the database and I'm putting into it. And now I am iterating it. Okay, so this list contacts is coming here. As I told you that all the list set will come here. And we are pulling one by one value in this object, contact object, or I can write this contact object as well. Okay, from this list, it is coming one by one in the contact list. Okay, contacts list. Okay, so that it will be more clear for you. So from this, we are creating from the query, we are putting into bracket, this big bracket, then it will taking the data, this kind of data from the database and inputting into my list format. In the list, how it will, in the first row, first entire row will coming in the first contact object, or first on the first index of that contact, that object is coming. Okay, second row will making another object and storing in the first index. Third row is coming on the second index, because the indexing of the list start from 0, right?
No, it should be contact object.
Nikhil, you are not audible. Nikhil, am I audible?
Yeah, I can't hear Nikhil as well.
Yes.
Hello, am I audible properly now?
Now you are audible, Nikhil.
Yes, you are
Oh,
audible.
okay.
Nikhil, here I have one doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Like how to break this loop for this list and the SQL queries.
How to break this loop?
How to come out from the loop, like in the
So, okay. That is very good question. See, let's say we have taken 33 records of contact in this list, right? The
Yes.
list which we have prepared, this is having 33 records. So let me give in this way. 33 records we are having. So how many records will go into this list? In this list, how many record will go from
33.
database? 33, right? So in this list, how many records are coming? This one?
33.
33, right? And we are taking all this 33 record one by one in this object. We are copying one object, index 0 contact in this object. We are printing the value, right? Next
Yes.
is we are taking index 1, second value, second contact, we are printing the value. So once this all the 13 will be finished from this list, then this for loop will automatically close and it will come out from this. After this, whatever we are writing, maybe if we are writing some system.debug loop over, it will print that one after that. Okay, so automatically we are not checking any condition here. Condition is simply whatever things we are taking in the input, when the input are finished, this loop is finished. Okay,
If
your
any
doubt?
contact is added into the contact, that will not come under into this loop.
If any contact
Added
sorry,
into the contact. If any
added
records
onto,
is added into the contact,
so you
uh,
are saying any new contact which we are creating through UI or any other mechanism in our Salesforce environment after my loop is started, loop execution is started. If we are creating something after that, then it will not be included in this loop. No, the answer is no, because see, from this loop, from the database, we have already taken the data, right? Now the data is somewhere in my heap or memory in form of this list,
okay.
right? This statements executed one after one from the in the memory itself. So in the memory, first it will create this list. It will take the data from the database, whatever data was there at that point in time in the Salesforce database. It will take the entire data. Okay,
Okay.
if something is getting created after that point in time, that will not be executed in this program. Okay.
Okay.
So any more doubt? No? Okay, so then let's stop the class for today here and we'll start with the new chapter, new things tomorrow. Okay. Okay, we will do few exercises also. Then we will start our annotation and DML operation. Okay, so let's take that into tomorrow class. Clear to everyone? Any doubt? You can ask me tomorrow as well. Just try to do it. Try to do all the exercises. Okay.
Yeah, sure, Nikhil.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Nikhil.
No problem.
Thanks, Nikhil.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Bye, Nikhil.
Bye bye.